And I'm like, I don't know what is going on. It's just like I'm checked out. I'm checked out of the art and design world right now, and I'm waiting and trying to trust and surrender that something else is going to come in, or some wisdom is going to come in. It's very confusing because you know, a big part of my identity is around being a creative and being an artist. That's what people know me for. So it's like, if that's going, who am I? Or is that the point of it?
Right, right. Great question. Yeah. So it's you know, it's very common. We hear about people going through this process and suddenly they become very creative. But of course, you're having the opposite experience.
Yeah.
Um, what's coming to me is that you know, the journey of the artist is never a straight line. Um, and I'm
That's
sure
very true.
you know that. If you are an artist in your heart, you can trust that you will be, you know, used as an artist to express, once God is, you know, done working on you in the way that God is working on you. I think you said something very revealing there, which I invite you to contemplate more, which is around the identity of the artist in you and how that's kind of being challenged. I would invite you to consider that you're more than an artist. And in order to see that you're more than an artist, you have to kind of put the artist identity, you got to take that hat off for a little bit. Later on, you may be able to put
Mhm.
it back on, but you'll know that this isn't all of you. And that may be kind of where you're being invited as well. Um, you may be sort of in a sort of energetic art school where you're going through some upgrades and some work is being done. And later on, you may have, you know, you may not even have the time to get out all of the stuff that now is ready to come out, right? You're in a period where something is happening. So these are some different perspectives to consider. You're not the first person that I've encountered that's been very similar. You know, they say, I can't sing, I can't play music, I don't know what happened. But in time, it comes back in a new way. It's fresh. Um, um, this is just the journey of the artist, which people who aren't artists can't understand, because often people with, you know, regular job, it's very linear, it's very, the path is laid out, but the artist
Yeah.
has some interesting challenges. And I'm an artist myself, so I can relate as well. There's a great book which you might find useful. It's called The War of Art, not The Art of War, but The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. I'm typing it in the chat here. Excellent book. It might be my favorite book of all time. And it speaks
Okay.
to inviting the muse in to inspire you as an artist, and how we can overcome the resistance to doing art by surrendering to the muse. And I don't want to get too into it, but it's a very short read, but every word is gold. And it's actually the whole reason behind all of what I'm doing here. So you may be
Oh, it's
invited to now
fascinating.
invite in the muse, which is of course the goddess, the divine mother, to relate with her in a new way. And this is why I think it's the Greeks, right? They had these muses, which were these goddesses. And so maybe you're invited to relate with your art in a new way. So these are some things to consider. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the idea that, you know, there's more to me rather than it's all slipping away. I love the idea that I'm in a holding space and there's more to me, and that I'm going to be given more, plus maybe the art desire back. And yeah, so yeah,
So along those
that's a great
lines,
potential.
are you familiar with Ram Dass?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had a very similar experience, not as an artist per se, but I think you know, he's one of the first people in the West to explore, you know, magic mushrooms. He's a Harvard
Mhm.
professor, and he does these
Yeah.
mushrooms, and suddenly his whole identity falls away, and he's just like, it was all just like, you know, he's walking around with the hat that said I'm a Harvard professor, and he's like, that disappeared. So you can maybe relate with him on this theme of the hats falling off, and just, you know, all the things that we think that we are falling away. And then of course, you know, he put on a new hat as Ram Dass, but he was able to navigate that new role, not taking himself to completely be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you may find some similarities in your journey. And of course, Ram Dass went through Kundalini awakening if that was something people were wondering about. But thank you, Claire. I appreciate it.